chip chat, Mike Deutsch. Look, my wife typically yells out, "Be careful," if she's around before I head out to play a round of golf. Now, a lot of people think that's kind of weird, because while golf isn't as bone-crushing as football or hockey, there are dangers that lurk on every fairway that could do you in, so she's not completely cray-cray. So without further ado, here are the 5 grisliest ways to go on a golf course. Killer cart DUI, number 5. Kart drag racing may be the least white-knuckled of racing disciplines. And it's also the slowest vehicle in the Grand Theft Auto video games. But if you're completely blotto, sloshed, or steam-pigged, things can go awry in a hurry, even at 15 miles per hour. According to data released by the Consumer Product Safety Commission, there are almost 15,000 serious golf cart-related accidents per year, including a handful where golfers met their maker in a fatal rollover. Not a way to go. Not a way to go at all. Eaten by an alligator. It's one thing that some people dread. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission has pegged the odds of state residents suffering grievous harm in an unprovoked alligator attack, because again, if you kick an alligator in the face, you kind of deserved it. But unprovoked, you're just minding your own business and the alligator eats you, they put that at 1 in 2.4 million, okay? Golfers spend a lot of time in gator hotbeds, a lot more than the average individual. So you've got at least half that. I mean, you're playing in their habitat. Now, while becoming an alligator entree is slim, there are a couple stories every year, and they get shared like ad nauseum, so sometimes you're looking at a story from last year, but about golfers getting captain hooked while searching for an OB ball, and that's not fun either. Number 3, beamed by a dimpled missile, because sometimes slices have consequences. Sometimes slices kill. So work on your game, guys, because you don't want to be the one with a fatal slice. Number 2, snake bite. If you're an Indiana Jones fan and you have that same phobia as Indy, this is the one that you're fearful of. Consider yourself lucky if night adders and black mambas don't slither on your local muni. The kiss of death is no way to go. Rattlesnakes' jaws are no picnic, and that venom spreads with gusto. So without quick medical attention, it could be the 18th hole of your life. The number 1 most grisly way to die on a golf course, and this has happened, so let's not make light of it, but it's when you get clubbed to death. So this typically happens, not like, we talked about standing too close to your playing partner, but that's not usually when this happens. This usually happens when you have a horrific case of course rage. So say the guys behind you are gonna, they're feeling testy about how slow you're playing. They hit into you when you're on the green, and somebody in your party, some screws loose or something, and they go nuts. They run at them with a 9-iron, and they just start brawling, but like as if they have like a sword in their hand. And sometimes that can get out of hand, and somebody can get clubbed to death. And that is the most grisly way to die on a golf course. Mike Deutsch, grisliest ways to die on a golf course. You've just witnessed it. We've gone through them. If you think that you've got grislier ones, ways that are worse, if you think some animal attacks are more painful, tell me about it. I stand to be corrected. That's fine. Let me know. Tap that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. It's been a blast, as always.